Welcome everyone to Saturday Evening Chats. This is episode 111. Tonight we have with us Mr. New York Outcast. What's going on?
Not much. Good evening, everybody. Glad to be here on episode 111.
Yeah, I can't believe we actually made it to episode triple one.
Figure somebody would have thrown you in jail by now.
Probably the AFT. Somebody like that. I kind of figured we all would have been in jail by now. You and the insurrection. Me, just because, I'm from Oregon, have a gun show, crap like that. So let's play the intro.
In a world of uncertainty and turmoil, one man stands alone, along with his faithful sidekick. A man who entertains and educates the masses weekly, 70% of the time. Born out of the dusty plains of Washington State, now from the coastal forests of Oregon. The man, the myth, the man, G23.
And yes, Moo, you're absolutely right. This guy has been to jail before. So, not that it's, someplace you want to be, but it is definitely someplace. So, first in tonight was Big Al, followed by Jerry Parker, Jet 001, Artak and Daughters, Michael Hurtneck is out there. Moo's out there. 2 Live Moo. So, welcome everybody. How's it going, Artak?
Okay, I just hope when we all go to the jail, it's the same place.
That was the jail once for B&E at my own house. You can believe that.
Well, you are in New York, so absolutely I can believe it.
Yeah. Sat there about a week till I got to see a judge, and then they dismissed the whole thing, got thrown out. I'm talking about a pissed off person, man. Pretty upsetting, but they don't cut you a check or nothing.
So, Mr. Joe Morgan has joined us and Guns and Barbecue. So, sounds like Barbecue and Moo are a bunch of quitters who are giving up on the MooBQ. So,
Well, barbecue got busted. You didn't hear about it?
for that fake meat?
Well, yeah, he was ordering stuff from what was that place?
Esty?
Gosh, the guy the place that does all the wings. You can get the boneless, the hot. He was ordering all his food from there, repackaging it and sending it out.
Oh, Buffalo Wild Wings?
Yeah, yeah.
Out of Buffalo, New York?
Yeah. And the word's out there.
I thought it was because he was ordering all of his meat from Wish.com.
Kangaroo burgers.
So, Mr. 223 DMR has joined us. What's going on? Tactical Fed is out there. And I have no clue where the co-host extraordinaire is. I think he's MIA.
Oh, the AFT might have got him already.
So he is in Washington. So it's a possibility. So I was going to talk about some crap, but I don't know. Seems like it's been a big topic on everybody's chat lately, so kind of putting it off to the side. If we don't have anything, I may read what the 34 Attorney General Cummings had to say, but I don't know. Not really in the mood for it. We got Uncle John out there. So Michael Hurtneck says, anyone know if pistol brace are outlawed? So
They don't come out till the 22nd of December.
yeah, it was supposed to take effect in August, but they shoved that back till December because of West Virginia v. EPA and the Chevron doctrine, and the fact that the Supreme Court has gave writ of certiorari, so they're willing to hear the bump stock ban, which was another Chevron doctrine case.
Which makes it even better because it's after the midterms, too.
Which, yeah, I think this is probably another reason why they're kind of pushing some of that stuff back, is they've already got enough bad publicity going on, and they got to try to figure out how they're going to fix the midterms. And the Wisconsin Supreme Court made it even harder for them to be able to fix it in Wisconsin. So, I don't know if either one of you guys heard about that.
Yeah, certain drop boxes are not legal or constitutional.
Yeah, they threw out drop boxes. And they said that the Biden win in Wisconsin was I forget how they worded it.
Unconstitutional. Technically, I mean, because they ruled that wasn't a legal process. So
Yeah, they said that it was I forget the actual terms that they used, but they were pretty much saying that it was illegitimate. So
too late now.
223 DMR says Arizona is voting to decertify. Jerry Parker says the only thing Biden won was a box of Depends.
Oh.
I don't even think they would have given him anything. They don't want their brand associated with that. But I guess Guns and Gadgets released the video earlier today showing proof of UPS's new policy of no longer handling alleged ghost guns. So
That's going to bite them in the ass eventually.
hopefully, because a couple days ago when PSA was on Clover's podcast, they were talking about how they ship millions and millions of dollars through UPS. So are they going to contemplate changing carriers?
Well, they'll have to, really.
Possibly. Because, I mean, if you look at the way they worded their decision, as long as they're shipping, to an FFL, then UPS isn't going to do anything. But if there's, does that mean that UPS is going to cancel their contract because they send out parts kits directly to people?
Sounds like it. I mean, they're going to who at the UPS is going to determine this, and then the UPS still hasn't looked for, the EPA ruling. They're not looking at that, and well, they could do what they want because there'll be one carrier out there who will step up and say, "I'll ship it."
Hopefully.
And then when it does, then that'll be the new power carrier for gun rights people. And then but you heard what the post office said. Nope, we're still shipping.
Yep. They said that they get their ruling from Congress and the AFT.
Right. And it's not a law, so
where does AFT have any power to tell the United States Postal Service, about, they can't just change gun laws. That's not what the AFT, has the ability to do.
Well, that's what we've been allowing them to do, though, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, that's what Congress and the president and everybody are allowing. But hopefully, with SCOTUS going after more of these Chevron doctrine cases, it's going to prove that, guess what? You can't just skirt what, the Constitution is, and you can't just all of a sudden make up new laws because your feelings are hurt.
Oh, yeah, exactly right. And it'll bite them. And really what the post office did was just CYA. They didn't change nothing. They just covered their ass, basically, simply because, the post office is really not part of the U.S. government. They have to pay X amount of money to Congress every year to be able to call themselves United States Post Office.
And they get federal protections.
Right, exactly.
So, yes, Misha, the government is corrupt. We all know this. And I was in your neck of the woods just the other day. What was it?
Well, you didn't stop by because all he likes to do is drive around and take pictures.
This is the guy who was just...
I don't take pictures. I take video.
What are you doing? What?
He wants to color.
You want to color? Okay, calm down.
Here, let me open them.
Hey, you want to do Zoomer first?
I'm going to keep busting your ass until I see your channel logo hand drawn in the sand. All right, man. Sorry.
I do not do artwork. I'm not the artsy fartsy kind of person.
It's not about the artwork. You got 50 beach videos, and not once have I seen your feet in the sand.
I don't know. You don't see me on the beach.
Going on with the little man.
Yeah, Buzz. Let's clap. Little man's doing good. He's coloring in his Paw Patrol coloring book that he just got today.
So, I was... Well, Misha, it was on Friday, so you were probably at work.
No more.
Or was it Thursday? When were you in Newport, woman? Was that Thursday? So, I think it was Thursday. No, yesterday we went to the bank. So Yeah, we weren't there Friday. The Misfit Starlings out there.
Oh God.
Yep.
Don't start crap, woman.
So it was Thursday, Misha. I'm just saying. So my bad for not reaching out to you on Facebook. Oh wait, that's right. I've been banned from Facebook and Instagram.
Well, if you stop breaking their rules, you could actually communicate with the people that come to your shows and stop by and do a lunch and maybe go out on the beach and take a walk and get your feet wet.
I don't even see that I broke any rule. I was posting.
You know how they are, and you take pride in it. You giggle about it. You're like, "Oh, they banned me again. I was on there for 10 minutes, and bam, I got me." You know it.
Oh, I did get the ban hammer when I tried to figure out when I tried to use a loop workaround, and yeah, that took
That's
like
what you get.
no time at all for them to realize, hey, wait, you've been banned.
Say hi real quick.
Hey guys.
What's going on?
Nothing much.
Hey,
Hey.
All right, Rob, you created a monster. Her birthday's on the 18th, so she expects you to send herself
I did
something.
not say that. I said he might when he finds out.
the 18th, huh?
Yep.
This coming month?
Yeah.
Yep.
So like in 10 days?
Yeah. Well, 9, but yeah.
Damn.
Well, I think it's 9.
Isn't today the 8th? Where's my phone?
Yeah, it is the 8th.
So yeah,
No.
it is. In
Never
No,
know.
today is the 9th.
Today's the 9th. Yeah. So 9 days.
She's going to be hitting the big 15.
Oh man.
I know it.
So that means, Rob, you should send her some the putty so that she can make a copy of Dad's car key.
She knows where a copy of all the gun keys are and my car keys. So
This way, when Dad's asleep, she can take the car out for a spin.
Well, the old days, that wasn't such a horrible thing. Not that I condone it, but nowadays you end up with a record and counseling and therapy and your rights and everything else in question.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I wouldn't advise it.
well, her sister's car is sitting in the driveway now. So
But it is legal. Well, I can't speak for your state, but in our state, private property, you can have your kids drive legally as much as you want. So,
damn it, calm down. Yeah, she can drive at 15 with a learner's permit here.
Misha says that he got banned for 7 days for telling a joke. See, it might have been that I had been in Facebook jail like millions of times. And so when I compared Biden to a pedophile and asked the simple question, how 3 negative COVID tests come back as a presumptive positive, all of a sudden I got the ban hammer, permanent ban hammer.
Well, that's because you was going against the narrative, so you can't do that.
Especially when I published the pictures of proof of the 3 negative tests.
Well, see, it's not their truth. It's got to be their truth. I just got out of Facebook jail myself.
proud to say I've never been because I don't do that Facebook. Yeah.
Oh, dude, you're missing a whole set of new fruit salad for your chest because I got like I hadn't got the 1 year ban, but I got the 6 year ban medal, the 6 month
Oh,
ban,
man.
the 3 month ban medal, the week bet, with clusters, like all
Yeah,
kinds of stuff.
it's
I
never
got
been
all
my thing.
that. Got
Never.
all that.
Maybe the marketplace there might be a purpose for, but other than that, it's just never been my thing. I don't know. Honestly, I think all this stuff like Facebook, all that has had a big effect on American culture. Phone calls rare anymore. You know what I mean? Even through conversations with people, it's all quick text. There's no emotion. Sometimes conversations get confused. I don't know, I'm just not. You want to know what's up, man? Give me a call. That's the way I see it.
So Miss Vanessa Kitty said, which test showed negative and which showed positive? So none showed positive. I had 3 negative, 2 rapid, and was that the PRS or PCS or whatever the hell all 3 were negative. But when that third one came back, they're like, "Oh, you're a presumptive positive." Wait a minute. There's 3 damn negative tests so that I can go back to damn work, and you're telling me that now I'm positive, so now I'm on a 10-day quarantine? This is some bullshit.
Seems like it. Definitely not donkey shit. It's got to be bull.
Yeah. Who?
Well, I just want to know when we're going to have a national conversation about safe biking. I mean, that assault bike that he was riding that clearly hurt it, El Presidente Potato Head, needs to be held accountable because it wasn't the rider's fault.
Well, I'm still waiting for takers on my case about the assault grinders, but haven't had any, patriotic attorneys volunteer yet.
Oh, okay. Maybe we can lump him in together. Assault items.
Well,
And we can even throw a fork in on it too, because salt fork made me fat.
So we have Reloading and More, 1966, joining us from Malta. So
That's one of the few places in Europe they're allowed to own weapons.
So Misha says Rob needs to come out of the Glock boy closet first.
Ooh,
oh,
shots fired.
that's messed up.
Oh, the wife asked if you were wearing Crocs again.
What?
So hey, let's pile on Rod some more here, because Rob showed a video of these two with him shooting and 2 other women, and never bothered to introduce them. Like, so who's who? And he's like, well, you'll never know. Well, Rob, it'd be nice to know, just in case you accidentally cancel yourself. I know what who your wife looks like. So that way, when I go to share my condolences, I can do it to the proper person.
Neither one of the people in the video was his wife.
Hey, G, let Rob.
I'm the chocolate one.
Oh, I know that was fucking hilarious. Yeah, I knew that.
Let's see.
I was pretty sure you were going to say something smart, like you was the POC or something shit like that. But the chocolate one was pretty good. I didn't see that one coming.
My lady's the one that had the let's see, what people refer to as like Princess Layla hairdo going on.
Oh, okay.
I don't call it that, but that's what other people do, I guess. So
I assume that I assume one of them was your lady and the other one was your daughter.
yeah, daughter and daughter's friend. So yeah, I can't give information on the daughter's friend or anything, obviously, because yeah, I didn't get permission to or anything, other than video of her shooting. So
now we have a place here in Tennessee. It's called Fall Creek Falls, but it's like 3 times as big as that place where you went and did your little hike at. But yeah, we have several places like that.
oh, the little waterfall things and whatnot. Yeah. Look, all around the Finger Lakes, there's a bunch of stuff like that. Couple of them I've got on video already. I think maybe 2 or 3. So the area is pretty spotted with them. It's nice, I think. Yeah, especially like really hot days, or if you have young kids. Some of them you can get in the water. Some they prefer not. But the ones you can get in the water with, I mean, it's almost perfect for just a lazy day with the family. Hang out, even, say grandma could be there comfortable with just the mist from the water coming around, or, pop over, take a couple pictures and this and that. But a great way to, in my opinion, spend an afternoon in some cases. So the one recently, that's a pretty busy place and moving up and down. And it's actually changed quite a bit since some floods we had years back. So I haven't been to that actual one in quite a while. And then way back, it's like the first time I ever drowned was at that place, like legally or technically drowned. So I definitely got a history with the place, but it's all changed now. Now, it's like 2 foot deep at the bottom, and the whole bottom area is different. But storms, Mother Nature, it does that to some of these places. So definitely think if you got anything in your area, you should go check it out, because I even still get surprised that sometimes I'll find something I didn't even realize was within an hour drive. Yeah, there's a lot of beautiful places out there. You just got to go look for them.
But
So, Miss Kitty says, keeping your Glock in your closet or front and center in your undies is your business. So we've been joined by Georgia Trapping and Fishing. Mr. Carolina EDC is out there, so welcome, guys. And then Mr. Misha, how is that pawn shop there in Newport? I thought about going and checking out, because they say they buy and sell firearms. So Misha says Rob likes keeping his Glock in his mid-2000s Honda Civic with a muffler louder than a Pride Parade.
All that's bull crap, okay? All that.
I don't know.
First of all, I don't have a Glock. Second of all, the car is not mid-2000s. And third of all, it's a legal plain Jane muffler on it. It still sounds badass because it's a Civic on steroids with headers and all types of stuff. So that's another conversation, okay?
You know,
My
you put
goodness.
that fart can exhaust on there.
I did not.
Okay, so you bought it with the fart can included, and you have
It
not
did
taken
have
it
a
off.
stainless steel fart can on it initially. Yes, it did. But yeah, my earliest convenience, I did remove that. And a 3-inch exhaust for some crazy reason.
For a while, 3-inch exhaust was like, well, it was the thing, but mainly it was for trucks. You know,
Yeah, you can only polish a turd so much. I mean, yeah, factory's what, an inch and a quarter, and you're jumping it up to 3-inch on a 1.6. I don't know. I mean, there's some science in there, but then there's also, this looks cool and it's cheap, so let's put it on too. So I assume that's was the case because a lot of, in some cases it just doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean?
yep. So, well, Misha, I'll get a hold of you, and sometime when I'm over in Newport, I'll come visit. We'll go grab a beer or something.
Sure, it's what you say. What you say.
Hey, Newport's not that far away. It's like maybe a 4-hour drive. So,
So you guys get any mysterious orders lately?
no.
No. Don't have any objectives to deal with.
So they're not I know of.
So you're a draft dodger.
I haven't gotten any draft letter.
Oh, you've been drafted. Everybody out there that's listening has been drafted. If you're unfamiliar, it's in my community page. So now don't think it's me. It comes from above me. I'm just passing along. So, but you've all been drafted.
I'm probably too old. They probably don't want my old ass. I'll look at your community tab. I have not actually. Shit, for almost the last 10 days, I think I've averaged being at the house for, what, 3-4 hours a day?
I know Artax showed up to pick up his hardware, so he should be on duty this weekend.
Yeah, Rob guaranteed I could carry the 1919 A6 machine gun all by myself.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Well, somebody's got to carry the bipod or the tripod.
And then the ammo.
Yeah, it's not 30-06 no more. It's a Rayleigh kit, so it's in 308.
Are you sure it's not in 7.62 by 51?
It is if you're on the metric system.
Yeah, but just because it's, not always does a 7.62 chamber. There are slight differences.
Not in the case length. They're both 7.62 by 51. They're still 30 caliber. The difference is if you got a gun, a European gun that's chambered in 7.62 by 51, like the SETME, for example, the G3, they tend to go boom instead of bang if you're firing 308, because 308 is hotter than the 7.62 by 51. But this is a John Browning 1919 machine gun that was originally chambered in 30-06, so it'll handle 308 with no problem.
Now, did you have those on patrol boats in the Coast Guard?
No, we had the patrol, because I wasn't on the patrol stuff. I did do maritime marine safety, but the patrol boats have 240s or 249s.
Because I know they got used for boats for a while. I know it was way back in the day. I guess rechambered and put on boats. So I was curious if Coast Guard thing, and that might have been what swayed your opinion. So
No,
all right.
I got it for World War II reenacting, and happiness is with belt fed. So, but yeah, when the Coast Guards had them, they were all 30-06. Now they still got the M2 Browning. So
Artak and Daughter, it looks like you got a new subscriber to your channel.
well, thank you.
Reloading.
More.
Yeah, he said he subscribed. So yeah, 20mm rifle wouldn't be too bad, I guess.
As long as somebody else paying to feed it.
That's right. Or an AC 130, as long as somebody else is paying for the fuel costs, ammo costs,
The upkeep.
I don't know. It might be kind of hard to get 150 or 105 millimeter artillery shells right about now, because you'll have to pay the $300 destructive device tax stamp on each round.
He's 23 knows a guy.
I already know a guy though, but I'm just saying.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
So over anything that's any round that's over 1 inch is considered a destructive device.
I know that. Rob was saying I knew a guy. I don't know anybody. I absolutely know no one.
I don't recall the conversation, but I remember the conversation, the video evidence I have of it. It happened. But for $20, maybe he doesn't know a guy. What do you think, G23?
That goes back to $20 is $20, right?
With inflation, $20 is now $50. What the fuck are you talking about? The wife's over here friggin' drinking rum and brandy.
Was that 50 Biden bucks?
Don't worry, woman. Here, after a couple shots of that, you'll be friggin' being loud enough that no one will have to. So she's partying, huh? Yep. Might have had a little rum going on last night.
Yeah, but this is a mix, rum and brandy.
I got this when I had COVID.
The thing she has to do to put up with you, you know?
Exactly.
Double alcohol mix like that? Jesus.
I'm surprised she isn't throwing in some whiskey while she's at it. Go for the trifecta.
Put some bourbon in it.
Chase it with a beer.
I don't know, Rob. We gotta give G23 some props because he had that nice looking plaque and holster made for his wife. I almost teared up for her.
Oh, you're a softy, man. Softy. I don't know. It kind of sounds like he got caught looking at another chick or something to me. I don't know. Like he had to kiss some butt. Maybe, you know, he's been getting shit about not getting flowers and trying to come up with something that's not a flower to save face. I don't know.
I mean, it's not like we've been trying to shame him in doing that or something.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, subconsciously it's taking an effect. I mean, a guy can't
No.
sleep. His lady's daydreaming about people that send her coffee and flowers, and he's feeling a little insecure.
No, it was our anniversary, and one of the 3 days out of the year that I do something extra nice.
Oh, okay.
We haven't bullied you into it by now?
Nope. Dead flowers are dead flowers. I'm not wasting money on dead flowers.
There's other flowers besides dead flowers, man. You know, just saying. There's some nice wooden ones that last forever.
Some metal
Yeah.
flowers, some
Fake flowers?
plastic ones.
Yeah, origami. I mean, there's also plants, and they don't just die. I mean, look at that expensive
do.
ass fern.
They do if I don't take care of them.
Well, you do have to kind of water them, though. I mean, it helps keep them alive.
You're probably right, PNW. I am lucky.
When's the last time you gave that lady a massage?
All the time.
Mm-hmm. No, not, you know, with an ulterior motive. I'm talking about a regular massage.
Let's get her to answer that question.
Yeah. Find out about the real Glock guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, your wife should have a whole episode called Behind G23.
Yeah, except she won't even go on cam. I mean, she yelled at me about, make sure you didn't get me on camera at the...
Audio works.
No, when I did the last video, you're like...
You shoved me out of the way.
Oh, you shoved her out of the way. Poor lady.
Damn, that's just rough. Get out the way, woman. You're in the video.
Get out of the way.
Yeah, get out of the way. Go buy yourself a coffee. Get me while you're at it.
Yes? Are you jealous?
No, I'm ashamed. Make sure you don't get a guy like this, Tori, okay?
Okay.
What, a guy that spent $1,000 to buy her a handgun?
And then takes it all the time and plays with it.
I have shot that thing twice. 3 times, sorry. Actually, no. I've only shot it twice, but we did take it up to Washington and I let Foss shoot it.
Did she get to shoot any Foss's guns?
She didn't go out on the range. She didn't want to be on the video.
Well, my God, all you had to do was stop recording.
No. We thought we were recording the whole time. The cameras decided that they didn't want to work.
Oh.
That's why you use a phone.
We had my cell phone. Foss had his cell phone. And he had 2 other cameras. And, like, we barely got any footage out of any of it.
Right. That is true, Victoria.
Yeah, I know that.
But-
Because that happened to us.
Well, yeah, but really what happened was that secretly G was erasing all of it because he did not want to show how good a time he had shooting Smith & Wesson products.
Mm-hmm.
No, I admitted that I liked the Smith & Wesson 4006.
Well, what about the other ones that you said you didn't shoot, but you did secretly? Foss done told us all
There's
Yeah,
a video.
from what
I have a
heard,
video.
He was so excited about it. He couldn't turn around for 10 minutes.
I have a video on my channel of me shooting the Smith & Wesson M&P 380. It's all right. But
Okay, if you don't like 380, there's something wrong with you.
I didn't say I didn't like
There's a
380.
lot wrong
I just said
with
I
him.
didn't like the 380. I didn't like the M&P.
Mm.
The easy. Was it the easy or was it a shield?
I think it was just an M&P. I don't know.
It's probably the bodyguard or something like that.
Foss isn't here to tell you what it was.
That's true.
I think it's just labeled as M&P 380 on my channel in the shorts.
It's easy. I could be wrong, but I believe that's the one he had. So.
Misha says, Rob seems like he wears thongs.
No.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought he was rocking the Crocs. Now he's rocking some thongs.
Well, if I did, you'd just be jealous anyway.
No, the wife said that he was wearing Crocs.
Oh, okay. So, you know what? He didn't have. Did he have on his? He's
wearing Adidas. All day he dreams about sex shoes.
Well,
G20 like 40 horse or something.
I've never heard that before.
Boxers are brief for those frontal store locks. Vanessa Kelly wants to know boxers are brief. Rob.
Boxers. Definitely boxers. I am not one for everything being all bunched up in a hot mess. It's got to breathe. It's got to move, man. Like, the more air, the better. So, the tighty whiteys, all that type of stuff. I don't, once you hit 10 years, once your parents care, I switched and I never looked back.
See, Bald says, no self-respecting black man would wear Crocs, but his white side would wear them.
Hey.
That's true.
I don't know. No, I don't think so. My white side might, have long hair and rock the hell out of the guitar, but not wear Crocs.
I bet you got some damn Spider-Man underoos still, don't you?
Nope.
Where's the lady at? Let's ask her.
She's probably listening.
Oh yeah, she's over there laughing her ass off.
Right. Knowing that he's got some tidy whities from Underoo Spider-Man or Casper the Friendly Ghost.
And he wears Crocs. We all know he wears the Crocs.
Crocs and thongs on his feet. Yeah. Tactical Crocs on top of it.
Yeah, he's probably got them in camo. He's got the camo Crocs.
Boxers.
What was?
To each their own. I don't know. That seems to be a thing. I don't know. I never got it, but maybe some people like the comfort of our tightness, but the tightness is what gets me. So, there's also people that don't like their sheets tucked in because it's too tight around them or some weird stuff. So everybody's different, but I'm definitely an open air guy. I prefer, AC, natural AC.
Misha says, that he feels offended now. He showed us his boxers. Oh,
So what do you wear? You wear briefs, don't you? You
who?
non-pant wearing sandal loving hippie.
No, see, the thing is it, by the rest of what you said, you would
What
have
do you
to
wear? What do you
assume,
wear?
you'd have to assume the first half would be, something different.
Oh, you just go commando?
I wear boxer
TMI.
briefs.
Oh, so you like the tightness? Okay.
No, boxer briefs are still loose.
No, they get tighter on the legs and stuff. You got that little, like, I don't know, 6 inches of leg material or something that's all tight. Yeah, makes me think, I don't know, maybe you feel like you weren't hugged enough as a child?
I already know I wasn't.
Okay, we'll just how about we just call it, say, bikini briefs.
All right, Artec, what do you got?
I just
Jack-
told you.
Tactical Pineapple says, "Wow, I came in on that question." Yep. Yep. That's the question you come in on.
Well, you figure even if, say, I don't know, you get in an accident or something or whatever, would you rather be spread out in public with them cutting your pants off in your tighty whities or boxers?
That's it. Well, you really ain't gonna give a shit.
Yeah.
They're similar to shorts, like especially if you have like kids in your house, like you get up at night, run to the bathroom. Boxers are okay. Tighty whities, like that looks a little weird sometimes,
Okay, what
I've
about
stayed in
colored?
people's houses like that. Their dad creeping around. They got look like they got a chicken in their pants. It's not good, man.
What about colored tidy whities?
I'm still against them. Didn't like them. Thought it was hilarious. The military gave you brown ones. Like they're like, well, that way the stains blend in. I guess I don't know.
Exactly.
Never wore them. Just wear PTs. But sucks when you get called out and everybody's got stripped down. But oh well, you just go with it.
I think Tactical Pineapple probably has the best answer. Doesn't matter. To be fair, if we gotta cut your clothes off, we don't worry about it.
Oh, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying I don't know. It seems to cover things better. I don't know. It's like, why don't guys run around wearing spandex? You know what I mean? Because nobody wants to see all that.
Well, in the 80s they did. What are you talking about?
Late 80s and 90s I did, but I had basketball shorts over them. That was the fashion then. And then again, you got to make sure if you're wearing tidy whities, you got to have and they're directional because the yellow spot goes in the front and the brown spot goes in the back.
That's funny. Those tidy whitey guys out there pissed off right now.
And you said something about wearing tidy whities in front of your daughter or your kids or something like that. The boxers are worse. The boxers are worse because your willie might slip out.
Oh no! So some have buttons on them, and if they're decent boxers, they don't. I mean, I guess, Well, I don't know. I can't speak for everybody. Depending where we still got kids in here.
No, we don't.
I was gonna say, depending where you hang, it's not an issue, man.
Depends on where you wear your boxers too. You're on your waist or up around your belly button or down around your ass cheek.
This is a crazy topic. We should.
I know. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the hell? How the hell
What
did we
about
ever?
undershirts? You guys into undershirts?
How the hell did we even get on this, Rob?
His thongs. I think it was. I'm gonna blame it on Vanessa Kitty. She said something about Rob's songs.
Like
Long
Swizzy says.
socks. When did that come back into fashion? All these kids running around with mismatched long socks up to their knees. I haven't seen it a lot lately, but that was a fad for a while.
Oh, they're
Like-
still wearing long
you know,
socks. All the way. They
man,
still wear
like-
long socks and sandals.
It wasn't that long ago. You get your ass kicked for coming to school looking like that. Like, the hell? Like, you'd fight and throw a fit. Like, I don't want those tube socks. Like, you know, like, what's going on with people?
So
I never wore undershirts in the 90s.
I don't say I grew up in the 90s and I never wore undershirts.
I don't like wearing undershirt. Only time I ever wore an undershirt was if I was in uniform.
I'd wear them with dress shirts, stuff like that. I don't know. Sometimes they seemed useful. But I still do when I dress up. I'll throw an undershirt on. Maybe it's a habit thing. I don't know.
Hey, dressing up by pulling your pants up around your waist and tucking your shirt in is not technically dressing up.
So Misha is giving us a recap. Rob got called out, and to defend himself, he showed us his boxers. Then, in his shame, he had to bring everyone down with him. Kind of sounds like a Yorker.
That sounds more like CNN, like half truth. Some of that seemed legitimate, but some of it, I don't know, man.
Well, let's check with the fact checkers. And the fact checker says that statement is true. And if you don't believe it, you get a 5-day ban on YouTube.
I assume I'm banned.
Except you already served your ban last Saturday.
Well, my outcasted, isolation.
Well, you're not the only one. I mean, 2 out of the 3 didn't get an invite last week.
That's fine. That's cool.
And 2 out of the 3 on the panel today, you mean?
Yeah, 2 out of the 3 on the panel today did not get an invite.
What's up with that, Rob? Were we not good enough? I was actually asleep, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah. I don't know. Some shows it's probably better for me not to get into. So what's for dinner, boys?
Pizza.
Subway.
So, Rob, it says the results are in, and your lie detector test shows only lies came from you.
It's highly debatable. I mean, look at the monkey. Look at the monkey. Doesn't fit. Must have quit. I don't know.
Oh, that's bad.
Bald and Curious says he never gets an invite. So He's never asked to be invited.
That's kind of an oxymoron, isn't it? Though never you get invited, but you don't get asked.
And I've told him he's been on the panel before.
Isn't that like breaking the code? Like, isn't he part of your Glock club? I realize it's not the same state, but I thought you guys all work together.
He's a Yorker.
He's part of the East Coast Mafia.
Okay, another rivalry we didn't know about. All right.
Well, everybody knows about the Yorker rivalry. And you go back into the 90s, East Coast, West Coast was always a rivalry. What are you talking about?
Nah, man. West Coast just kept barking for some reason. Come on, man. Out of Tupac and Biggie,
Tupac was way better.
Oh, get the hell out of here. Get the hell out. You crazy.
Why do you think they had to kill him first?
Oh, that's crazy, man. Crazy. Biggie was definitely better. I'm sorry. All that twangy, like, West Coast crap. And
Okay. We'll settle it the way it needs to be settled.
Yeah, what the hell? Like, what was that?
Okay, was it
Y'all were
Tupac?
smoking some shit back then. That's what was going on.
Was it Tupac's wives that went and slept with Biggie, or Biggie's wives that went and slept with Tupac?
I don't know. Who knows, man? I don't know.
It was Biggie's girl that ran off and slept with Tupac. So, just FYI.
Yeah, but
maybe he sucked him bad. It doesn't mean the music was bad.
But Biggie was hosing Lil' Kim.
Actually, they both weren't East Coasters. They both were from like Philly, and one went to East Coast and one went to West Coast.
Sounds about right. Pennsylvania screwing shit up for everybody.
Elections, music.
And that's not true, Misfit. You have been invited many a times.
Whoa, what's going on here? Hey,
it's that your man won't let you come on here.
Oh,
Me.
you know I've tried, man, but he's just racist towards girls.
You're
So.
bullshit.
she said you bullshit, Rob. She done called your ass out.
Yep.
Nah, she was talking about the shit dispenser.
The shit dispenser? You mean you got the brown on the front side now?
The compactor, it's full again, you know.
He got that off and on button going on real good, doesn't he? Where we can't really hear anything.
Defense Dad says, I see gun people. I don't think we've talked a single thing tonight about guns.
Nope.
In an hour, we've probably talked maybe like a minute of guns. And the truth, again, comes out.
Damn that woman.
What she said, you wear patty waddies?
No, she says the shit dispenser, Rob's mouth.
He's got her quiet on the mic, but you can't stop her from typing.
Exactly. Oh. Well, Misha, you also have to think that the Vegas Police Department were involved in that. So,
I mean, it's not like the Vegas Police Department's ever done anything highly irregular. Yeah. You know, that shooting at the country music thing. You know, the so-called bump stock shooting. Yeah.
so defense dad wants to know if Rob ever got hit the mud out of his generic Glock.
Gosh. You know, what generic Glock? Come on now. Come on now. And mud on my guns is like a badge. It's a badge of honor. There's mud on my 1522 from like 7 years ago, probably.
It's a badge
So-
of honor. Why? Because you fell down in the mud?
I don't know. It's you know, I use them. You know, it's not a pretty factor.
So Misha
that would.
Misha says the police are never involved in anything, much like Rob isn't a Glock boy.
I bet Rob carries a Glock 26 and doesn't tell anybody. He seems like a 26 boy.
No, he's more. He'd be more like a 42 guy.
I had the 22. But, you know, I sold that POS, not because it didn't function right or anything like that. Actually, it was fine, shot fine with it, no problem. Just, you know, I just didn't really, I don't know, didn't necessarily float my boat, I guess. So, at the time, I could have used the extra money, and I got that to help somebody else out in a sense. So, it was just basically a chip to me. So,
Or was it because you want to carry a Sky?
no, I preferred my Smith & Wesson, still do. I don't knock you Glock guys. I mean, you know, it's okay to like cheese pizza. It's okay to like, you know, the third cousin last chick at the bar if that's your thing. I mean, you know, they need love too. They get the job done, whatever, it's fine. You know, I don't.
Third cousin at the bar at the family reunion, you mean?
Yeah.
So
That's what you want to. If you want to drive a Model T, go for it. I got nothing against you.
So gotta say hey to Rich White and Mario Mosen.
Oh, I'll probably get some ridicule next week. So stay tuned there. Rob, you get the gang up on me.
Well, when I get a show going, I'm gonna have to get you on there once in a while, Artax. So
Oh, okay.
make sure
You can always comment, woman. You can comment in the side chat. We're all in trouble now, Rob.
What'd you do?
Oh, the wife's got the stream playing in the background.
So, is she your third cousin, bro?
Nope.
Then what you got to worry about? What?
Rich White says Rob's Honda is modern equivalent of the Model T.
Well, that's probably a fair statement.
It is. You can hear yourself laughing. I know.
That Honda's the stuff dreams are made out of.
What, baling wire and duct tape?
I mean, no,
What they
Hondas are
refer
not.
to as smiles per gallon. AKA panty dropper.
What, 80-year-old panty dropper?
The lady told me to say that.
Now, Misfit needs to state on there that your Honda makes her panties drop. If she doesn't say that, I'm not believing it.
Hey, where'd that come from, woman?
There you go. See, I'm telling you, Stockholm syndrome is real. I mean, proof in the pudding right there.
That's just more proof to show. It's not how much you spent, it's how you drive it.
No, I mean, the Honda is what stops wet dreams from happening.
So, Mr. Misha N says, wait, did Artak just call Misfit a granny?
No.
Warsaw Patriots out there. You notice that Rob's staying quiet on this whole subject.
Well, because right now she's beating the shit out of him.
No. She's out there laughing, messing around, making dinner, giggling, our nonsense. Got some new tires for the Honda like a week or so ago.
Well,
So would you spend $20 on them?
Whatever.
he got them from Taco down the street.
I'm pretty happy with them. Yeah, they're cheap tires, but it's holding up pretty. I mean, they're nice ride, quiet, decent grip.
So
it's not screeching going around the corners, doing 30 or 40, things like that. So
what you're saying is that you went and reallocated tires from another Honda and put them on your car?
No, not this time. I mean, no, I don't do that.
Well, retreads are real cheap right now. You can get it for $20.
No, I wouldn't get no retreads. Remolds, though, that's a topic. I've been running those on my truck for the last 2 sets, and I've got nothing but good things to say. So, some knockoff brand, trying to think of what it was called now. It's like American or whatever. It's a company here that sells them. They got little shops all over. I don't know. I'll probably run down and look at them at some point. But needless to say, I paid like one ton of tire and years out of them. They're aggressive, 10-ply. They're not wearing down like, an example, Goodyear TDs, I think they are. I mean, I like those. I think they're 60,000 miles. I wore through those in like 25. And I got a 305. It's not like I'm leaving rubber behind me or something. So I don't know what the heck's going on. But these other, these remolds I've been running, shit, I don't have a single complaint. Like the other day when I was out there making a video, trees are down, everything's messed up, shit's hitting my ladder racks. Some of you guys with your pretty vehicles would have never even drove in that damn place. Man, we had some fun pulling out of there. Let me tell you what, 4-wheel drive and reverse, trees smacking everywhere, went over tree stumps, had a ball. I ended up ripping off some shit off the truck, weight reduction, doesn't matter. And tires are solid, man. Like, I haven't had a flat in 7 years or something, as long as I've been running these 10-plies, where before Cooper Discovers, all this other shit, blah, 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 blah. Man, I had to keep like 2 plug kits in my truck. Like every other week I was getting a nail in my tire. So
Yeah, now you're gonna get 2 flaks this week.
You jinxed it.
I'm confident enough to say it. So I was, like, I'll drive through your house with my tires now and ain't gonna bother. I'm telling you. So don't knock the remold. A lot of the name brand manufacturers are actually doing that process now themselves. So you might, there's a difference between retread and remold. So, something to look into, I guess. So you can find, I highly recommend these. And my biggest concern was like the sidewalls would get ripped or torn and it would start to peel apart. It just hasn't happened at all. And yeah, if you've seen what I've done with my truck, like, I don't even know if I should even say it online, some of the stuff. So you'd probably be pretty amazed.
So, Rich White says, got to love Rob trying to positively spin his truck falling apart.
Hey, it's weight reduction, man. I don't need a spare tire. It doesn't matter that little cross brace under there.
Bondo fender or duct tape fenders.
That's one of the beauties of having an old truck. You can have fun, man. Put the gas down, lean out the side, beat on the door, ask if they've ever been to Mexico, make everybody smile. You can have fun in an old truck. Can't do that with a new one.
No, not when you're spending 80 grand for it.
Hell no. Shit, we probably would have totaled it just on the tree stump.
What's going on, Pony 47?
Misha's cutting you up, Rob. You said you've been rambling most of the night after getting called out on your underoos.
Mm-hmm. And Misha's the one with the banana hammock,
I don't know. I don't want
easy to talk out there, but what you wearing there, Misha? Probably got some Care Bear underwear, don't you? Some Backstreet Boys or something.
Backstreet Boys. That's where the brown spot goes.
Defense Dad says, we all really shouldn't pick on Rob so much, but it's fun, so we're gonna.
Misha, was you at that party with Rob?
Could have been him in the tub.
No, Jet. Misha is a dude.
Don't worry, Jet. I fell for that too.
Me too. Oh man, it's gotten quiet. It's gotten quiet all of a sudden.
That's because the wife's over here laughing so loud that I'm like, I gotta mute my mic.
That rum's kicking in, huh?
Yep, the rum and brandy.
Just kick it in.
So what you do with your love dope? Put it next to my flower?
I don't even think she knows where the flower is at. Oh, crap.
That's because you probably threw it out or some shit. Lit it on fire with one of your jealous rages. I know Rich White did. That dude was pissed. That is so rude. Oh my gosh. I think you took it right. I think he took it wrong. But hey,
I thought it was funny as hell. I started laughing my ass off.
I thought it was funny too.
And I was a real sport. I opened it live on somebody else's live stream.
You did. I give you credit, man. That was cool. Rich was nothing but excuses. Apparently, his wife would like to put a bullet in me.
So, Nisha says, if you're truly curious what I wear, I will suggest counseling to you.
That's what he comes here for, wasn't it?
Hey, we all threw our underwear up here on the line. What? You're better than us. You can't join in on the conversation, or do you have something to hide?
Stains.
Could be a diaper guy.
Oh, nasty. Diaper guy.
Rich says, what I do now? I just sat down and heard Rob say I had excuses about something.
Depends.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
I would suggest defense, or not defense, Dad. Crap. Rich White, you rewind about 2 minutes, listen to what Rob had to say, and then fast forward, and then tell Rich. You can tell Rob.
What'd you
what
do?
your
I
thought
didn't
is.
say nothing. What are you doing? This one of them CNN things, you cutting stuff up, splicing words together?
End of quote. Repeat the line.
Oh. The woman just asked, "What the hell goes on your show?"
Oh, God,
We don't know.
It's like Forrest said, box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
What's going on, Kevin June? And Lead Bullet Junkie is out there.
So you been out shooting anything lately?
What was that? Because I completely missed it.
You been out shooting anything lately? You or Artak?
I tried
Got a
to
little-
go today, but when I got there, the range was closed for some reason. I guess they went on vacation.
That sucks.
Yeah.
You
Nope.
figured they'd give you a notice or something.
I spent the last almost 10 days going traveling with the wife, enjoying some time off, and trying to show you guys some bits and pieces of the Pacific Northwest.
What'd you stop and do?
He stopped at a memorial.
Did stop at a memorial.
That was pretty nice. I liked it.
Went to Mount Shasta in California. Went and had dinner at some places on the ocean.
Check out any museums, aquariums, but did you do anything besides dinner and what you mentioned, or?
No, but I did find one place that I do have to go back to because it was closed when we were there, which is there's a military museum over in Florence. So that sounded pretty interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, some of those little spots, you never know what you'll find. You know, and really, I think in some cases, the conversation with the people that are there, that I don't know if you call them curators or whatever the hell they're called, but you know, some of these people, they really they know a lot about some stuff. You know, some of them. So it's kind of interesting because you'll pick up little different things here and there from different places. So I've always had interest in that, or aero museums or anything like that. I think that's pretty cool. You can check those out. Most of them are like, yeah, I don't know, it's like $10 or less to get in a lot of the places that I've been to. So neat seeing some of the older stuff. But yeah, it all depends what people are into. Shit, I've even been to Corning Museum of Glass a few times. Check that out. You know, I'm not a huge fan of glass, but the process, the history, some of the stuff, like, you know, you just don't see it anymore. I don't know. It's pretty neat. So, yeah. Education, I guess.
Yep. I kind of was glad that they were closed when on the day because I didn't have my mic set up. So I couldn't mic up the curator if they were willing to do that. I would have been able to, you know, have it on video, but wouldn't have had the good audio.
Your phone won't pick up somebody speaking right to you?
Yeah, but it's still not the same as when you have those mics, because those mics really pick up and are really good.
Yeah, sometimes too good, though. You hear all the chest movement, the breathing and stuff. They can be touchy, so sometimes, but yeah, it seems like most, if you're in a fairly quiet situation, you know, just a face-to-face conversation seems to work without a mic on, you know, at least with my experience. But
So Uncle John says, check out the House of Mystery for us. What?
House of Mystery.
That's the one down there in like Gold Hill or whatever that we've been by.
Oh,
is that the place where it's on one of them grid lines and shit, and scientists can't figure it out, and like gravity and everything's affected?
I think so, but
That would be cool to check out, man.
I don't know exactly what
And what the hell's the deal with that? You know, supposedly we know everything, send people to the moon, all this shit. And we don't even know what the hell's going on here. Like,
yeah, this place is supposed to be completely weird. So
apparently there's a bunch of them spread across the globe where things just don't make sense. You know, they don't fit the format.
Kevin Jung says that he took his kid out to putt-putt golf.
It's always fun. I'm a putt-putt golf master. I'll even challenge Ghost Tactical.
Oh shit!
Dude, is that just a sec? Let me text Ghost and see if he'll come
Hey,
on there.
it's official. Throw it on, man. I will challenge him to mini golf any day of the week. Doesn't mean I'll win, but I'll challenge him because, man, I don't know what it is. It's just surgical. Get him to fly out here. I'll pay for the mini golf, and we can do this.
Okay, so I shot him a text. We'll see.
You'd be like, that cheap ass is willing to pay for the golf, but not pay for the plane ticket. They go challenge me. then I got to go somewhere where my freedom is less, like New York. Just saying.
So he's got a link. I sent him a link to the panel.
We'll see what happens. I mean, yeah, I'll understand if he doesn't want to pay the minuscule airline fees last minute to come out here and be destroyed. I understand that, but yeah, you never know.
Minuscule airplane ticket fees. Well, how much is a damn game of put golf in New York? Fucking $5,000.
Pretty close. Pretty close. But I'll cover that. Shit, I'll even take him out to dinner.
Damn, White Castles and miniature golf sounds like a shitty date to me.
Trust me, I'm getting the worst part of the deal. Dinner in New York and mini golf, like shit. That's like a house right there.
Misha just said that Crocs are M-Lock compatible. Holy shit. Rob will have tactical.
Nisha would know too, wouldn't he? Yeah. So where's this knife review, Artak?
What knife review? Oh, you're going to have to ask her. She's in the other room with Emmett. You're going to have to ask her. I've been trying to tell her she need to do that knife review. Okay. Another week goes by. You going to do that? Okay.
So we got Mad Sexy out in the crowd. We'll see. Hopefully, Ghost shows up. I told him you need to come on the panel. New York Outcast just called you out.
Great. If he's all tied up doing something, he's gonna be like, "Oh, what did this son of a bitch do now? What did he say?" Like you're gonna get under his skin about it, and then he's gonna find out it's about mini golf. Well, actually, by the time the show is over, you'll have it re-edited to where I was saying something totally different, probably.
Hell yes.
He gonna CNN the fuck out of you.
Oh, these guys. Yep, well, you're gonna have to get on her, man. I want to see a review, see if that thing's any good or what.
I don't think Crocs are QD mounted compatible if they're in-lock. Do a video defense, Dad, on it. That'd be hilarious. I'll share the shit out of it. Oh, speaking of the devil,
What?
Rob wants to know where's that knife review at.
We're doing it soon. I'm doing it soon.
Yeah. You take the we off of that and put you. Emmett.
You want to say hi to everybody?
You gonna say hi to everybody on the panel?
Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy.
Hi, buddy. Hi.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning. It's afternoon, buds.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, buds.
I love you.
I know.
Hi.
I can't see you, buds.
So Mad Sexy says, "Hello, kiddo."
Oda. Oda.
That's Rob.
Oda.
That's Dan.
Oda.
That's us.
Oda.
Chat.
Oda. Waffle.
That's us, buds.
Oda.
That's G23.
Oda.
That's New York Outcast. That's sexual chocolate.
Oh my god.
Sexual chocolate, everybody.
Oh man, a lot of nicknames out there.
Hey, not everybody likes chocolate. I'm just saying. I mean, there's people who have said it live on the air that they do not like chocolate.
Those people are foreign spies.
Say Oda.
Yeah, I've already told you all that now.
Oh, look at that. There's Ghost Tactical. So, Rob, what was all that crap you were talking?
Oh, we were talking about mini golf or putt-putt golf as they call it, but I was stating I'm so good I would even challenge you to fly here. You cover your flight. I'll pay for dinner and the mini golf, and that's how confident I am that I would. I'll buy your game to kick your butt in mini golf. I don't know how it got there, but that's how it got somewhere. But I'll stand by it. I have like the gun god wings of glory come down when I play mini golf.
And what was it? Mandatory carry says he'll help pay $1,000 towards the airfare.
Don't fall for it, Ghost. It sounds like a shitty date. Put golf and White Castles.
Hey man, I get it if you're scared, you're not up to the challenge. I understand.
I think you're going to want something more than it's White Castles.
So, Ghost does have a link if he wants to jump in. Yes, you have to go to New York. That might be the worst case of the whole entire part of it. Not playing miniature golf, not losing to Rob D.
And
it's the fact that you have to go to New York.
Right, and lose some freedoms while you're there.
Hey, we only live once, man. You spend a weekend here with me, shit, your wife might not even want you back.
Oh, well, glad you're at work. Now you have something to laugh at while you're at work. Rob wants you to fly to New York just to go and hang out with him. I mean, that sounds like a lose-lose situation. Even if you win at the putt-putt golf, you still lose.
Yeah, because you only get White Castles, putt-putt golf, and you get to lose some of your God-given rights in New York.
We don't even have a White Castle.
Checkers in?
We got a Sonic, but let's see Ghost's comment. That's funny. Well, hey, man, come on down.
So he says he'd hang with you, just not in New York.
You got to go to the birthplace of sexual chocolate, though.
I know. It sounds like you guys should go play golf in PA.
Maybe you should up the offer instead of going to Checkers or White Castles. You go to McDowell's.
Hey, if he flies here for this purpose, I'll take him to the steakhouse, man.
Oh.
But there can't be any of that editing crap. When I beat him and he cries, it's got to be on video.
It's got to be live. Yeah, we want to see the game live because, as far as we know, Rob might be the Tiger Woods of putt-putt golf.
Well, if you do remember back, it might have been around episode 90 or so, Rob was comparing himself to Tiger Woods. Here's a picture of Tiger. Here's a picture of me.
I don't know about that. I know other people have said that, which kind of insults me because I think I think I look much better than him personally, but that's just my opinion. Maybe I'm biased, but I've also been kind of like, I don't know. Remember that time at the rest area? I don't know how to put it. Like everybody started staring and they were coming our way, and I think people might confuse me at a distance for being him, especially when he was in the news. So we had to run out of a place one time. It got kind of weird.
Let me put my boots on before you start spreading that shit.
I know. We need some hip waders. This shit's getting deep.
I know.
I don't know. I'm just telling you the world of the outcasts. I don't know, man.
So Misa says, does that mean Rob cheats on his lady like Tiger does too?
No.
We make it there and he's fine.
Ghost said next year at Indianapolis. Boy, I'll make the trip too. The NRA is supposed to be at Indy.
Oh, crap. The wife said you look more like Dave Chappelle than you do Tiger Woods.
Oh, shit, Rob. That's even worse because instead of just having some angry white golfers, you're going to have like the whole alphabet community after you.
Probably. Yeah, I'm not into the indie thing and NRA meetings and having to be a member to show up at a show and all that, but I figured Ghost would cop out of it. I mean, can't he just fly here? I mean, like,
See,
does he really need a plane to just teleport over here being a ghost?
The thing is he never said you had to go to the NRA. He just said you go to Indy and he'll pay for putt-putt golf and dinner.
I already extended the same offer over here.
This is Rob next year.
How do I know he doesn't pull his golfer professional connection and end up having the guy in Indy rig the place?
What month is it in next year? I heard that they've remodeled parts of Indianapolis. It looks real good now. Like it's been a long time since I've been to Indy.
Misha says, Rob sure talks a big game.
Ghost said Wayne LaPerle has his jet leased out.
What's going on, Travis P?
Travis P11.
So he says that he's not scared, just has no desire to ever go back to New York. I've never been to New York, not that I can think of, and I don't think I ever want to go.
In general, I would agree with that, but I have been to New York State a time or 12, and I've been to New York City once in my lifetime. I would never go back to New York City ever. You couldn't pay me money to go there. New York State, on the other hand, a little bit different. Yeah, New York's kind of like Illinois. It's all controlled by one big city.
Yep.
There you go. There's some neutral stomping ground for you guys. Go to Nebraska and have your putt-putt golf
Nebraska.
with Defense Dad as the moderator.
Oh no, that's still way too far. How about PA? Since he's scared of New York, he could just fly to PA, go to Scranton. We can meet up and we'll do this.
Well, how about this? We have a world-class center putt-putt golf here in Tennessee, where I'm at, and you can just come to Tennessee. That's more halfway for both people.
That is closer. And then I can visually see you get beaten by your daughter. And that would be a benefit.
You think you can beat me?
Well, I think your daughter will beat you because I'll offer her
Oh,
$10 and she's going to kick you, and then you know what?
I don't think that'll happen.
So he says, Rob, come to Tulsa this November for Wanamaker. See?
Is
That's not
anything on the East Coast?
What is good on the East Coast? I've been there.
Everything better than the West Coast. That's a fact.
Yeah, pretty much. What he said.
I can open carry a firearm. Can you, Rob?
Sure.
Yeah.
Without going to jail.
Supreme Court said he can.
Sure.
Do a video of you walking down the street in New York, open carrying a firearm.
I could.
He
The
said
only
New
problem
York.
if I got caught.
He said New York, not New York City.
There you go. Ghost Tactical says we could go to Harrisburg and eat at Midnight's restaurant.
I think I'm banned from Midnight's restaurant. I mean, that's cool. I'm game, but I don't know if he's gonna let me in.
Look at all the excuses now. Now that Ghost is willing to go to PA, Rob's got excuses on why he can't go play putt-putt golf.
Hey, I said I'm cool with it. I just don't know if Midnight's gonna let me in. So we can still handle the golf, this and that. I might have to go across the street to eat, but yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I offered to be a tester and everything for Midnight. I'm like, dude, let me know. I can run down. And he's like, nah, you're a picky Yorker. I don't want to talk to you. So he opened up his restaurant, and I'm still waiting for the invitation to come over there and eat. But I guess my kind aren't welcome there.
You mean cheap bastards?
Oh God.
Was that Misfit or your wife, G?
Oh, that was my wife.
How about this? You both fly to Chattanooga. We'll go down there to the golf course, the putt-putt golf course there at Sir Gooney's World in Chattanooga. I will pay for the golf, and we'll do a Crystal Burger challenge and see who can drink the most Jack Daniels and eat Crystal Burgers before they puke.
That sounds tempting. I'm not a Jack fan, but it still sounds tempting.
Or a bourbon of your choice. How about that?
What's a Crystal Burger?
It's the southern version of White Castles.
So a tiny shitty burger?
Yeah.
Just checking.
Yeah, the choo-choo still at Chattanooga.
Never understood though. Why do you just, they're so damn tiny, those White Castles. People talk about them like I need to eat a whole box for, it's almost like shrimp or something. I love shrimp, but
You could get
you could eat that shit all day.
Dude, you could get a sack of 24 crystals for $12.99.
24.
$19.99. Yeah, 24 of them for $20.
That doesn't raise a flag that you got to get 24 burgers for dinner. I mean, it doesn't.
No, you usually eat about 6 and you're good to go.
Well, can't they just save the waste in the packaging and make 3 real burgers?
No, the crystals don't have the same effect as Taco Bell. And yes, we have Kentucky bourbon in Tennessee.
Well,
I imported Uncle John.
have a good night at work, Ghost, and definitely keep practicing that putting game. Because one of these days, Rob will stop being scared, and he'll meet you in PA, and he'll get his ass whooped in putting.
No, you let me know when you head to PA. I'm there.
Or you can get a sack of crystals, 12 for $12.99. The difference between White Castles and Crystals is that White Castles grill the onions with the meat. At Crystals, they're steamed. I mean, Crystals are steamed on there, and they put mustard on the Crystal burgers. So really, that's the difference. The meat's the same, just the way they cook them is a little different.
So, LBJ says Del Taco sounds good right now. And I would say, yeah, absolutely. But our Del Taco somehow burnt to the damn ground.
Crystals and White Castles are definitely stoner food, along with alcoholic food at 3 a.m. And Misha, yes, Tennessee does have Tennessee whiskey. It's called Jack Daniels.
And yes, Misha, Rob would complain about a sunny day.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Jack Daniels technically like missing something. It's like a spot off to be technical.
What the heck are you talking about? It's made.
I thought there was a huge controversy about that Tennessee whiskey stuff and all this stuff. And Jack Daniels was, I don't know, a poser.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Most of it is like comparing Tennessee and Kentucky bourbon.
Right.
There, Tennessee is different than a Kentucky bourbon whiskey.
Yeah.
But I thought one technically can't be considered a whiskey for some reason or another. I don't know. There's something to this somewhere. I don't know.
No. They're pretty much made the same damn way. Is that Jack Daniels has a natural spring that they draw water from in Lynchburg versus where like Maker Mark is made in Kentucky.
Well, there you go. The wife says, drink some Pendleton whiskey. And this way, you can compromise. You're not drinking Jack. You're not drinking Makers. You go right in the middle, and drink some good stuff.
Hybrid whiskey? Well, never.
I believe they might have wrote 2 songs about Tennessee whiskey. I'm not for sure. Now, I think they should meet at the Blue Oyster Club.
Rob's probably been there a time or two.
Misfit, which song is best? Jones or Stapleton.
I think Misfit is agreeing with Misha and saying that Chris has the best.
The better version. Yeah.
Yep. Yep, she says Stapleton.
Look at that. Rob's already getting on to tell her not to be talking to us.
No, we're on the other side of the house. I've already told her, but she don't listen.
Yeah, he's got her cuffed to the friggin' radiator again. She got too close to the microphone.
Right? If you can hear us, Misfit,
You
just
do
say
it
I'm
right,
okay.
you don't have to keep them cuffed up anymore.
Oh, the address for the club is 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. What? Oh, okay. What do you mean the cat?
The wife's like, "What did he say?"
To which part?
She is like asking about the cuffing. So I told her I told her that if you do it right, you don't have to have the handcuffs anymore.
That's correct.
Right, Misha. That's the correct phone number, too. You got to ask for Uncle Sniffy, not Jenny.
I thought that was the same person.
Well, you got to wait till he transitions.
Or depending on what time of day it is, you know, you never know. He's confused.
That's true. Damn it.
I thought you fixed that.
I don't know if it's relevant. It's a different topic, but I noticed Target Sports Ammunition Online there had some 5223, I think it was, or 556, basically around what I'd consider decent prices, like 10, 12 bucks a box or something like that. So obviously that's not, you know, the good old day price or whatever, but it's not 20 bucks a box. So if anybody's looking, you might want to check them out.
Do they ship to New York?
Yeah, that's why I look there, because they'll ship here. So yeah, they had some of that green tip in 556. I think 3 offerings that were available with the 556. They had more 223. So even steel case, if anybody's interested in that, I don't bother with that. But
What, are you afraid your M&P can't handle steel case?
no. Shit, mine's a Stag. So, but either way, I'm not worried about that. It's just I'm cheap. I'm just not that cheap. And the way I see it, it's like bottle deposit. I'd rather get the refund. Whether I don't reload yet, but I still save my brass. So, it has value one way or the other. The steel case is, basically just junk. I mean, it's really not just the cost of shit. It ain't worth bending over to pick it up. So,
I mean, that was the whole point. It would be cheap enough we wouldn't bother to bend over and pick it up.
But it ain't so cheap anymore.
No, and it's only going to go up as soon as all those contracts or all those permits run out. Then it'll go up.
I would I wouldn't worry about running it, in that situation. I just never bought. I buy steel case to see if it'll work in my guns. That's why I buy it. That's once I know it will, then that's basically it. So if I'm stocking anything, things like that, I always go with brass. I don't even like that aluminum stuff with that was out for a while with the 9mm. I think Federal had it out. I think it was
Blazer makes it.
something.
It's still
I
out there.
don't know. There really wasn't nothing bad about it. Everything shot because I got a box, try it out, make sure everything's you never know. But just same reason. I'd rather have the brass. Something I might reload in the future. Maybe you can reload aluminum. I don't know. I'm not sure how all that works with that, but I just rather have something I get a return on, I guess, in some form. Sure, you can get an extra extractor or whatever, but in case you rough yours up with steel over time or whatever, I don't see it being an issue. But I don't know. I'm not that cheap.
See, that's why they do that.
No, they're cashing it in.
Not a bad idea.
Now, if I owned an AK, I'd have steel case ammo for it. But to me, that's different. That's what they were intended to run.
Travis T says, if it doesn't run steel or aluminum, it's a range toy.
Agreed.
Yeah, I pretty much feel the same. And technically, honestly, even if I had an AK, I'd probably have some steel, but I'd probably also have brass because I'd want something to be able to rainy day fun or something.
Yeah, because if you look at it, you can always remelt the aluminum cases down for something else, or even the brass. Plus, the cash value to trade them in, you get more per pound with aluminum or brass versus steel case if you went to go, just for junk value.
Definitely. And with that aspect, shit, I got guy freaked out. It depends who I talk to at the scrapyard, but one time I bring range brass in and they damn near called bomb squad on me or some shit. So like it's a problem. You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, it's all like shot, man. There's nothing in there is gonna bother you. You know what I mean? Like I don't pay to throw ammo away. But it was a big ass problem. And then other times I've gone there and I just threw it in the mix, to be honest with you, and nobody said shit. So I don't know. But some places they won't even take it as brass. So you might have to melt it down if you're trying to get your value out.
Yeah, you got to pop out the primers because the primers are not brass. But once you do that, because they do it around here. My oldest daughter was going to the public ranges, and because when I took her when she was younger, when we used to go to the range as a family, I'd have her be picking up brass, and I said, well, go look for 22s, and because there's always a whole bunch of range 22 that somebody either ejected or didn't go off again, and then
They never found it, never picked it up.
Right, I always had Victoria and Jessica scrounge for brass, or unfired rounds or even fired rounds. I said, well, there's components there that we can use, and then I had a whole bunch of picked up range 22 ammo, and I took it one day out and shot it all. But Jessica would take it and go cash the brass in, get her a little bit more money.
Yeah, I always pick my brass up, but I see it as a win-win in a sense. For one, I'm not littering and leaving crap all over the place, but for two, I can cash in on it sometimes. So some way, somehow. But even 22, so that's a or whatever. But got a stash of that. I don't really ain't worth nothing but the scrap value, but so. Well, yeah. I don't know. Steel case, it just really ain't worth it. So. You guys, well, you're in AK, so I assume you probably got a bunch of steel case. You probably stock steel case for your AK, right?
I stock steel case for not only my AK but my SKS and uh, my ARs and 9mm too.
Now, were SKSs initially steel case? Is that what they were? You know, what they ran with initially, or
Yeah, yeah. Because the SKS came out in 1945. Well, it was developed in 43, and they fielded it at the end of World War II in 45, and that was their answer to the the Sturmgewehr 44. So case wise and rifle design wise, and then the AK-47 came out in 47. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why the 7.62 by 39 is popular in this country, because the first ones that we got chambered in that was SKSs, and they were all over the damn place. And then you had all the Eastern Bloc countries plus the Russian SKSs throughout the country. So that's why it got popular here, especially in the 80s. That was the go-to bunker gun. I don't see how the SKS was an answer to the M1 Garand, as it was superior in two ways, and I am an M1 Garand fan. It had a intermediate cartridge, and it had a box magazine that you could top off. So that was not an answer to the M1 Garand.
are you saying the SKS was a bunker gun, or the?
Yeah, they used the
Okay.
SKS. Yeah. The preppers back in the 80s, they were using the SKSs as bunker guns and shit because they were so cheap. They're coming in. Hell, I bought in '96. I bought 2 Albanian SKSs from Centerfire Systems in Kentucky, and they were $79 each. And now I don't think you can find an Albanian SKS for less than $1,500.
That makes sense, I guess. Yeah, I'll be right. Something that's proven but yet affordable. So that way, if gets destroyed, water, moisture, mildew, whatever, you never end up messing with it again. You're not at a huge loss. So I guess it makes sense.
Right, kind of like when the Mosin Nagants came in when they started selling for $69 a piece. I jumped on that bandwagon too. I wish I would have kept those SKSs. So now the only SKS I got now is a Yugoslavian version that is got the NATO grenade launcher on it.
You buy like 7 certain guns at one time.
Yes, I bought. Again, that was like since Victoria brought it up. Like in the 90s, I bought out of Centerfire Systems. You could buy all 5 different models of the Mosin Nagants for $259 for 5 of them. So I was doing that. I did that twice, and I sold 2 of them for the price that I paid for 5 of them to cover it.
Hustler.
Yeah, oh yeah. I was like, I used that CNR license to my advantage. I was like, because I could pick what I wanted out of that lot of 5, sell 1 or 2 of them, and it would cover the next purchase for the next lot I got. So shit, yeah, I got like 12 Mosin Nagants downstairs in the gun room.
Nice. It works out good when things work out like that.
I'll give you $59.99 for 1.
Not now, no. Hell, one of them is an which was a surprise to me, was a 1917 Model 91 Mosin Nagant made by Remington.
Lady's laughing at you. She called you a cheap ass.
No, I was thrifty.
No, not you. G23.
Oh,
No. She's over here laughing.
I know. I'm too cheap to spend that extra penny and make it 60, right?
yeah. We'll make it even. You gotta make it even 60, or we can't do that 99 now. And I don't take EBT card or lottery tickets.
Damn, I was gonna say I got a couple of used lottery tickets you could have.
Hey, we had this woman come in the store the other day, and she wanted to buy a water pump, and we priced it to her, and I'm standing there, and she started counting scratchers as dollar bills. Well, this is $1. That's one. I was like, we don't take lottery tickets.
That's crazy. You serious? She
I'm
thought she
serious.
could pay with lottery tickets.
I am serious. I was going to do a park store Jesus with it.
My goodness,
and I
man.
forgot
What did
about it.
things come to? You
Yeah,
know,
she got
it's bad
this-
enough the average person can't even count change or they don't know their total before they get there. I got enough. I mean, Jesus, you're supposed to get out of that when you're like 6, you know, but now they're trying to pay with lottery tickets.
Yeah.
Like,
Should you not? It was like
what the
66
hell? Like, you should just take their license and cut it in half, right? You're too dumb to drive.
It was $66.59 for the pump, and she got to $64. Then she started counting her dollar scratchers that get another ticket, and she had like 3 of those and got them up to 67. And before I started laughing, Kevin was dealing with her. He said, "We don't take lottery tickets." But yeah, it was hilarious.
That's crazy, man. Crazy.
Travis is right too. Yeah, you get a span cam of 54R or 39 for like $69. So you go spend like $130 and buy a Mosin or SKS and have 500 or 400 rounds of ammo with it too. It was good days. Those were the good days.
Yeah, I think all that cheapness is what got all these AK guys started. You know, they don't want to admit it, but they got into it because the gun was cheap, the ammo was cheap, and now that prices are skyrocketing. Supposedly, they're like laser death beams that can take down spaceships.
I mean, it's true though. I mean, think about it. You used to be able to get a damn Chinese AK-47 for $350.
You could get a Type 56 for $175. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and I was like, I ain't buying that cheap ass AK. Damn.
$175 for the AK, and then you buy a couple spam cams, and
now
you're
they're the
in
best
business.
thing since sliced bread.
Yeah, you can't touch a fucking Chinese AK for less than $2,000.
$1,200. $1,200.
Well, okay, if you can find one.
Yeah.
And even Chinese SKSs now, they're like $400 when they pop up. $400 for an SKS. I've never thought I'd ever see the day on that.
Well, did Ghost hear the part about mandatory carry dropping $1,000 on the plane ticket? Because if you heard that, we might be able to do this, sooner than later.
NPA?
We gotta throw it back up there. Yeah, PA's fine.
Video of you guys eating at out or Midnight's restaurant.
Yeah. Mandatory's carries donation of $10,000. I mean, they will get a hell of a dinner too.
Yeah. Hey, how about this? I would go to Midnight's restaurant, Rob, and then you can stand outside and I text you how good it was.
All right, man. Sounds good.
Yeah, Travis, you're right. Cheap AKs or cheap ARs back in the day were $12. Or no, they're $900. You can get. I got my Bushmaster carbine in 1999. It was like $900, and it was even made at the Wyndham factory. But before Remington got a hold of them. I think they called it a dispatcher's carbine because it was a 16-inch carbine. It had no bayonet lug and no muzzle device, and it had a A2 stock on it because that was during the assault weapon ban. So it couldn't have all those evil devices because people drive by bayoneting each other.
That'll still happen now, either way.
Nobody drive by bayonet nobody ever.
Yes, somebody would do that.
No, well,
Some
probably,
idiot would do it.
maybe
Probably.
some. Yeah, I don't. I take that back. You're probably right. Some dumbass would do it.
I told you. What are you trying to do, Brains?
But yeah, the only way you can tell that my Bushmaster now was a banned gun back in the assault weapon ban because it doesn't have a bayonet lug on it.
Yeah, bunch of crap. You got the same thing basically in New York. Can't have a bayonet lug and all these marker program crap. So
Yeah, can't have them.
Travis,
what do you think of the
Travis,
A2 grip? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Travis T says that's jousting if you use a Mosin.
It's got to be a Model 91 though. You got to have the World War One. You got to have the pre-Soviet version because that thing was like 52 inches long or some shit. Then another 3 feet with the bayonet. Yeah, you can do drive-by jousting.
Still stabbing each other.
Yeah, with the communist pig sticker. He hasn't done that.
So what do you guys think of the A2 grip?
Done it to me twice.
I don't. It's probably not a spicy situation or topic, but
I have,
everybody hates on it. I've always loved it. I don't understand.
it is the same basic grip I put on all my builds.
Yeah. Like
But
the
it's
little finger nub is helpful when you're like just standing, at the low ready or off to the side, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I don't understand what the problem is. I don't know if half gun owners got funky size hands or something and it gets in the way, but everybody complained so much about the little nub. It was like the Gen 3 Glocks, I guess. Everybody freaked out because they had a nub on there. I don't know. I'm not a Glock guy. One of them Gens.
You're talking about the finger grips on the Glock?
I don't understand why everybody loses their shit so much. Like, I guess if there's a bunch of them, it could be a problem. But like the one little nub on an A2 grip, I don't know. It's weird. Seems like it's the average guy gets a rifle and just swaps that grip right out for some reason. I don't know what the deal is.
Well, let's be honest with you. You're going to see in my upcoming videos that I've swapped a lot of them out. Some of them still have them on there. It's just the grips have improved since the A2 grip came out to the fact where now you got a multitude of better, comfortable fitting grips for different size hands. So, like my favorite grip that's non-factory, which would be the A2, but my favorite aftermarket grip is the Mole, the Magpul Mole K Plus, the rubberized grip that they got. Plus, you got that compartment in there, so you can throw, I don't know, your hunting license in the grip, or your couple, $20 in there for just in case. Three or four rounds, or 2 or 3 rounds in there, depending. And it's rubberized, so it's a little bit softer grip. Ergonomics are a little bit better on the newer grips. I mean, that's why people change them out. They weren't like us, Rob, and they were forced to learn to shoot with a gun like that, with that grip.
Are the rubber grips slippery when wet? Because I know like some rubber is, some isn't. You know what I mean? I don't know.
The ones that I have, the Mole or the Magpul grip, they're not slippery to me, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess I've seen those rubber ones that look like the A2, but they look the tiniest bit thicker. Like, I don't know if they just put rubber on the outside. That looked all right. I don't know. My idea. I don't think I've tried one, but yeah, I don't know. It seemed like there's a lot of grip hate out there, so I just figured I'd throw that up. What do these people out there in the chat think? They like the A2 or they think it's hindering?
No one's commented. I can just tell you that I don't have an A2 grip. Oh, that's right. I don't have an AR.
No, how do you not have an AR?
Because he's married to a obsolete design and cartridge.
Disappointing that you don't have an AR.
Hey, we try not to pick on the handicapped around here.
I'm just
Well-
not. You know, I've had the AR. I built the AR. Truly built it, and it was like, So I was like, whatever.
All the rap videos he was into with that West Coast crap, it was AK stuff. It only makes sense.
Yes, yeah.
Disappointing that you don't have an AR.
You know,
It's all
today was a
image.
good day. Today was a good day. I didn't have to use my AK.
Well, I suggest you don't watch the Military Arms latest video on why the AK-12 or the AK-13 or whatever the hell it is and the 15 suck. The video might make you a little mad.
Does Military Arms put out a video where he doesn't shit on any firearm or break the firearm?
Yes, he does. He hasn't been able to break any of the AKs that he's shown.
That's why he
He
says
has-
that shit.
He
There's
has
the
been
reason
able to-
why.
And he's been able to break every damn SIG he's ever had in his hand.
You know, he breaks everything else, and now that he's found the superior firing system that does not break, he's like, "Oh, this is shit. Oh, this is shit."
No. What he said was really, it was thought out, and what he said was really true about the AK, and it even threw the AR in there towards the end, and why the Russians are still clinging to the AK design, and it boils down to money. They don't have the money to develop a new weapon system like we can. So that's why they continue to make implemental updates to the AKs that they have in service. And and he's right. When the AK came out for like 20 years, it was definitely probably the world. I will say it was the world's best rifle for 20 years. And only thing that came close to it, reliability wise, would have been the FAL. And I'll get some hate on that from the M14 owners, but realistically, the M14 was just an updated version of the M1 Garand. And once you put the M14 on fully automatic, if you wasn't trained on it, and if you wasn't a big enough person, as soon as you go to full auto on that bad boy, the second round, you're anti-aircraft gun.
So, Travis T says, "I trust people who have problems on camera more than the ones that don't."
Scooch,
And-
yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, but there's times where if it's self-inflicted versus not self-inflicted, I can there's no way that every single one you get has a problem. So that kind of, you just go start wondering what the hell's going on if every single firearm that you touch has a problem.
Yeah, and especially because he would bash SIG so bad, and SIG does have such a bad reputation of releasing things before they go through quality control. He just exacerbated the system, where it seemed like every 365 he got was junk, and he never got that cross rifle because I guess they didn't send it to him, but he says he loves SIG and he carries a 365 XL. But it does,
The fact that the money has gotten to his head. Probably.
yeah, that deal with the RPKs that he was trying to bring in really.
What? He carries a gun he knocks on all the time? Like,
Yes, he does. He carries a SIG 355.
What's- so what are you
365
supposed to
XL.
believe then? I mean,
Well, but when you show one pistol, he showed one pistol where he had problems with it. Then he gets another one, and it starts having problems with it. And then he gets a
why
third
do you?
one.
Why would you still carry it though? I mean, why? It seems like you're forcing yourself to like it. Like 5
Well,
out of 10 are shit, but
it
these other
helps.
5 are great. They're great guns.
Right.
I'm gonna trust my life with it.
Well,
Like that doesn't make no damn sense.
But each 365 had a different problem. The very first one was dragging the primer. It was dragging the primer pretty bad. And then the second one, the trigger broke on it, where it only fire upside down. And I don't exactly remember what was going on with the third one. But he had a whole bunch of Remington pistols too Remington shot themselves in the foot literally. But he had that R51 pistol. He had one of those. That thing was a pile of junk. He had 2 of the RP9s that were junk. I think he had the RP or the RP 45 pistol, and it worked fine. But the 2 RP9s he had were junk. Now, this is what I just remember off the top of my head. He's shitting on his FN Scar. He's got an FN Scar and 6.5 Creedmoor that he shits on. He's got that Hellion that is got almost like firing out a battery sometimes with a suppressor on it. I mean, it's just amazing that the number of firearms that he gets that has issues with, and no one else ever says anything about them. And Travis is right. You get the Scooch type. Now, I used to watch him all the time. He doesn't like doing bad reviews. Well, he's getting paid, so that's why. You don't do bad reviews when you get paid. And a lot of people are not like Tim from Military Arms Channel. He owns a gun. He's a partner in a gun shop, so he'll have access to a lot of extra guns that a lot of us don't. So where we'll get one. If we all get a Taurus G2C, it is a good chance between the 3 of us, 2 of us is going to like the damn thing. Right, and that's the other thing too. I've seen bad. Travis brings up about Kel-Tecs. Fucking Yankee Marshall rags on Kel-Tecs all the time. I have 4 of them. They all work well. The PMR 30, I've never had a problem out of mine.
I'd say the only thing with Kel-Tec is they're not the pretty guns. You can never say that they're the prettiest. But the thing is, they run.
Glocks.
No.
No,
they're pretty.
In my
they're
opinion,
pretty
they look
ugly.
better than Glocks. Kel-Tecs are kind of cool looking, some of them. So I don't know. I mean, it's newer. Like, I think they do a great idea. Maybe they needed to work on it a little bit or something. But all in all, like he's saying, that people talk crap. The people I've known that have owned Kel-Tecs, they run fine. They run like shit. I've been looking for one for years, but I don't think they're even legal around here anymore. So, or you can't find one because nobody's selling them, or they want to keep them. You know what I mean? Or it's on the shelf for 2 days and it's gone. So, I don't know. I think a lot of those Kel-Tecs look better than freaking Glocks. So I don't know. At least they tried.
I have the KSG. I love the hell out of it.
Yeah, I got a sub 2000. I got the PMR 30. I got the KS7, and I got their 16 round or 17 round P17 22 long rifle semi-auto pistol. They've all worked really great for me. The problem with Kel-Tec is they don't make enough of them. That's why you never see them. And you're right. People usually get them. They love them. And you don't see them used that much. And then their quality control could use some tweaking. Make sure that their two-piece design, like if you go to Carbo, they make a lot of aftermarket parts for a lot of guns, but majority of them are all for Kel-Tecs. Where you can update your feeding ramp on the sub 2000 from plastic to aluminum. Little things like that they could do to make the guns better.
Don't people kind of say the same thing about Taurus though? Like, hit or miss. Sometimes the finish ain't great, but yeah, everybody swears by Taurus all the time.
Right. I mean, I think it was the PT Millennium or the 111 that they had the recall on that really tarnished them. And then, I went and got the G2C because of all the great reviews. And I said, well, I got to see this for myself. And damn, I got like 1,000 rounds through that gun, and it's been pretty good. And I bought and that led me to buy other Taurus products, and all of them have been pretty damn good, and I like them. So I mean, and just because one person like Yankee Marshall or Military Marshall channels don't like them or continue to break the damn things, doesn't mean that the one you're going to get is going to be the same. It's just like cars, they make 100,000 of a model. You're going to have one or two that are going to be the biggest pieces of shit ever made. But then again, you'll have another 1,000 of them that will be the best cars ever made. Just, that's how it is with manufacturing.
One of these days, I got to get the wife on here to tell you guys the Kel-Tec story.
Is it funny?
Oh, it's fucking hilarious.
Oh, get her on now. Watch, she's drinking a little bit, being funnier. Everybody in the comment section, type a 1 if you want to hear G's significant other tell us the funny Kel-Tec story. I'll start off.
It should be 111 because it's episode 111.
Okay, yeah, here we go.
There you go. There's like 3 ones. 4.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. That's why I put 2 other ones in it. Emmett and Tori wants to hear it too. Is that thunder?
Yeah, I think that's thunder, so I might have to bring the dog in.
Looks like your lady's been called out, man.
I know. It looks like everyone's saying that they want you to tell the Kel-Tec story.
Start in the very beginning when he made you go buy coffee before you shot it.
Actually,
Really?
she has never shot the Kel-Tec.
Oh, is it about the KSG?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. You got to tell us now. She's got to tell us.
What, did it take him 2 weeks to realize there was plugs in the tubes and he thought he could only load like 3 rounds in?
Oh, no, there was no plugs in the tubes.
Dude, I ran into somebody that thought that was the case and they sold their shotgun. And I was like, dude, they put that in for hunting. And he was like, really? Because they said it was, so many shots or whatever. And I could never get more than 2 or 3. And I was like, dude, like, there's a plug. Like, haven't you heard of YouTube or asked somebody? Like, what the hell? So he thought his shotgun was a piece of shit and sold it.
Wow.
Crazy. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, running out of gas, but yet you just go change your fuel pump. Like, it doesn't make no sense. Like, start with the basics, man.
Wait a minute. You say that. We had a guy, or his wife worked there with me, and he came in and ordered a new engine because they had a misfire in his old Dodge truck he got.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I was like,
you ever change the plugs?
You could change the plugs or the wires or the coil. That might have fixed it. Just ordered a whole new engine. I was like, what a dumbass.
Shit, man. That's crazy. People do some weird stuff.
We'll take your money. Well, we have our friends from south of the border that will come in there and see us, and they'll want their batteries changed. And okay, they'll swap out the batteries, and come to find out the one they swapped out was nothing wrong with it. Dude, they do some weird shit. But I'll take your money.
So, how about this Caltech story?
Yeah, where's she at?
He's over there trying to coax her now.
I bet.
I'm trying to get her to come on and tell the story, but she's like, "Oh hell no!" Then she says she's gonna kick Artax's ass for saying to type 1 in the chat.
Oh, she's gonna leave all the fans hanging? I
Yeah.
thought you liked us.
Oh,
Even the kids want to hear. Come on.
that's right. I got my grandson who's going to be 3 in August. He wants to hear it. Got Victoria who's going to be 15 and
9 days.
9 days wants to hear it. I think she's screaming to tell the story, and G just won't let her because he would have to let her out in the basement.
The mic is hot. You guys can hear her when she says stuff.
Yeah, but she's yelling from the basement.
Really? Did Rob ever say fight me?
There, did you hear that, Rob?
No, I didn't. I could hear her say something, but I couldn't understand what she was saying.
She said, did Rob hear me say bite me?
And we almost hear it.
Wow. Now you got her talking.
I'll go get in.
Yep. So I want to hear the story, Emmett.
Kotori.
You say story.
Kotori.
Yeah. See, Emmett said we'll tell you the
Hey,
story.
woman,
Oi!
Travis T
Nah,
says,
you gotta tell it.
He feels like
yeah. For,
I want to kick his ass.
no, because you're not telling the story.
Oh,
Misfits, well, you can read the chat, woman. You have it going. Misfit typed in the chat. You can respond to her.
But it's Misfits forgot to mention, but it's chocolate bites. Yeah, that's right, Buds. It's chocolate. Yeah, chocolate bites.
it's Mrs. T23, T27. What?
Oh. Oh.
One Buds.
Ah.
Oh, you want
Dang, somebody's got to tell us the story. If she's not going to do it, you got to do it.
So I was at work, and this is when we lived up in Kashmir. The apartment complex that we were living in was up for sale. So there was an inspector who came in to, go through and check everything, do the proper inspection and crap. Well, he came across the KSG in the bedroom, and he asked, the wife about the firearm, and she's like, I don't know anything. It's not mine. And she's like acting, and he's like, I'm not gonna, well, it'd sound better from you.
I know.
Yeah, if she didn't want you to mess it up, she should have stood up and did it herself, right?
Right? If she doesn't want me to fuck up the story, she knows how to tell the damn story.
So was this guy thinking it was her shotgun? Like, he was all sketched out or what?
No, he just wanted to know some more information about it because he thought it was really cool and he wanted one. But she's like, I don't know anything about it,
She got
it's
defensive
not
or
mine.
whatever.
She
But-
thought maybe maybe
It's
he
kind
thought
of
it was
good though,
illegal.
not to volunteer information, and I always kind of wonder when somebody just out the blues like, "Oh, tell me about your gun" or whatever. Yeah, it's like, "Oh, what?" Yeah, I don't know. It depends on the situation. So, it's good she doesn't volunteer all your business to the world. You should be thankful.
Right?
Unlike some women.
But the thing is the shotgun was right out in the open. It was propped against the wall, like right next to the door. So all you would have had to do was look at it.
Yeah, but I didn't know he was going to go through the house.
There you go. You heard parts of it.
Yeah, when he came out, he asked me about the gun.
Older.
So I threw you under the bus. It's not mine.
Now you guys are getting bits and pieces of the story from her, but it's way funnier when she tells the entire story. Are you going to tell the story?
No.
I would feel cheated too, Artak.
So, can you get Emmett to draw me a picture?
A picture graph.
Picture something cool. Anything will work.
This is too funny not to ask. Misfit Darling said Rob runs around asking the cops what they carry. Do they chase him when he's running around him? It's like self-incrimination.
Yeah, I've asked several different times or places. Obviously you can see what they're carrying in most cases, but I'll ask about a backup gun sometimes. All types of shit. I love screwing people. In a sense, I don't know. Like I love it when they're doing like 75, 80 down the highway because you can just ride away right with them, and they never pull me over. But I figure, well, if you can do 85, I can do 85, right? So I'm that prick.
Hell, if their lights and sirens aren't going and they're speeding, then yeah, you get in behind them, you run with them. I mean,
plus I like to know whether it's Glock or Smith & Wesson because a lot are actually carrying Smith & Wessons. And it seems like if they had the choice, they'd be carrying Smith & Wessons. But I don't want to start arguments around here. But I don't know. And the Shield also tends to be a popular secondary firearm. So
I know some that are carrying SIGs.
I'm sure there's some out there carrying a Sky or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just stating.
Who the hell's going to carry a Sky as a fast?
I don't know.
If they're carrying a Sky, then they definitely don't need to be, in uniform. That's just an opinion. Yep, Travis says here it's Glock or SIG.
All three or four police agencies here that are in my county. The county, the city, the state, and the other little city that's in the county all carry Glocks, but they're all different models. So there's no interchangeability on rounds and magazines.
Man, there's the coolest image right now. There's a plane that's crossing in front of the moon, but the sun's still up. But, you can still see the moon and the reflection. Like I'd show it, but the camera just won't pick it up. It looked cool. Just thought I'd share that with the world. Look up, folks. The sky is beautiful.
Crap. I muted myself.
Looks
In my
like
last-
cotton candy up there.
In the last video I released, it was like perfect timing as I'm doing the tribute to the memorial. All of a sudden, you get a Coast Guard flyby.
Only reason why I carry Mario is because I want to be able to pick up their extra mags and ammo. Yeah, so like the state carries 10 millimeter, and the city's 45 ACP, and I think the other city of Charleston's like 9 millimeter. So it's kind of hilarious. And then the county here carries 40s. Last time I looked,
Well, they're smart.
it is for me because I got a gun. I got a Glock that chambers all of them, so I'll take all their ammo mags. That was a helicopter, wasn't it? That went through in your video.
Yeah.
Was it a Dolphin or was it a Black Hawk or Seahawk? Or could you tell?
I zoomed in the best I could for you guys. So
I had
it's
to
in the
go back.
video.
I gotta go back and look now.
I would.
And I didn't watch all that through. I seen the beginning, and I was like, "Is he gonna get down to the beach?" And I was like, "Nope, nope, nope." Me and the lady, and we were watching. I was like, "Nah, he ain't going to the beach." So I cut out. But I'm curious how many people are actually interested in seeing memorials and stuff like that. I guess, yeah, getting to see some sights here or there, but it seems like a lot of people, don't put much into those unless there's something to it personal or something. So some of it obviously can be very emotional for those reasons. But seems like every town or I go around and probably record 20 plaques around here. But people drive by them every day without ever caring. Yeah.
I went back and looked. It's a Dolphin. You could zoomed in pretty good. So that was a Dolphin helicopter.
There you go. So, how's it going, Robert?
Have we gotten a lot of views on that video?
37 with me watching it a second time.
So how's that compare to your normal videos?
Depending on the video. So,
Just curious. It's like my fireworks video. I throw those up, I get like 30 views on it. Yeah, there's no real point, but a few people appreciate it, so I guess it makes it
holy
worth it.
crap. Hey, thanks for asking, Rob. I just went and looked, and my short that I threw out there like 4 days ago when I was being a smartass and said, where am I? That one's gotten 1.4 thousand views in 4 days.
That's crazy. And you drive right by a road sign.
Yeah, that's hilarious. that just tells you people like dumb shit.
It's got 1.4 thousand views.
Are you kidding me? Where am I?
And his anniversary present to your wife only got 73.
Yeah.
I mean, truly, where am
What the hell? Hey, G, you're over 400.
Yeah, I've been over 400 for a while. I'm trying to get to 500.
Oh, I just noticed that you got over 4.
Yeah, I'm at like 406. I've been holding at 406 for almost a month now.
I keep losing subs.
You know, your Every Second Matters stream got 143 views. You're getting some good views there.
Yeah, I didn't even notice yet that that short video got 1.4 thousand views.
Damn, that's a lot. Where am I at? Who would ever figure that would be such a popular? I got to see if any of my shorts ever got anything like that. I don't think none of mine's ever got like that. They're shorts. Where is my last short? Yeah, my last short only got 40 views.
Kept having problems trying to do shorts. Like they never came up with shorts. I don't know what the deal is. And and then I would put it in the do it in the right format, do the
Hashtag.
put it down, in the title and in the description and in the tags, and yet they just still didn't come up with shorts. I don't know what the hell's going on. So
It has
it's
to.
like so
It has to be
50-50
under
if
1
it's gonna
minute.
work or not. Yeah, it's under 1 minute. So
It has to be vertical.
Yep.
And you
I
have
hate
to
all
tag
those
it.
checks, so that's what I don't get it. Like even in my feed, like it's popped up like 2 days later on the ladies when we were trying to look for something, and once in a while one will actually come up as a short, but I don't see it anywhere. With any of my crap, it's not like listed under a short through any of from my end that I can see. So it's weird. I don't know what's going on. I kind of gave up on shorts, but it was weird.
I'm looking and seeing what my short videos. So my next best short video was my happy birthday to Gizzard Gary, which got 384 views. Which is kind of funny. Oh, nope, sorry. It was my 45 Alpha Charlie Papa, We Will Miss You video, which got 825 views. So,
I'm disappointed with the Let Freedom Ring videos in a sense, because it seemed like last year they were a little better, a little more to them, and then this year everybody just throws up a 2-second short of like a firework blast or something. It's like what the hell? Or they take a shot. It's like everybody quit. They quit the year I start. I mean, what's going on here?
No, I think I don't know. It comes and goes.
yeah.
Because that first year I did it with Kingpin. Boy, that one took off big time.
So, Baron says, shorts get a lot of views. I don't know. I've only had one that had really any, I would call, substantial amount of views. So, but
Yeah, I have to agree.
have a good night, Misfit.
What? Are you locking her up or something, Rob?
No. I'm not even sure where she is. She might be fleeing the coop. Yeah, I don't know. I got like police getting stopped in DC on the 6th, and I've got like 9,900 views on a short. That's probably my highest with a short. So
That'd be nice. Some amount of views to get.
I didn't get any sticker or anything for it. So and I'm not monetized or anything like that. So really, it's just a number. And Honestly, one of them they removed my video, so I'm not sure how many I had on that. Same thing about DC. So they said there was false information being given or something, even though all I did was record what was happening in front of me. So I wasn't even given information. So I don't know, where they're getting me giving false information. I mean, I'm showing reality. So I don't know. So I don't know. But
Because
That's false information.
it's false information
Wow.
because it was
I'm
real.
shocked the others are still there, actually. So I haven't really even looked into which one they actually took down on it because they're all basically the same thing. So well, not the same. They're just me showing what's going on. So I don't know.
Well, I found my best short. It was 10 months ago. It has 1,000 views on it. 10 months ago. Holy shit. I didn't even know it.
1,000 views.
Yeah, on Ammo Hall short video.
Yeah, those ones seem to get some.
Traction done it. Yeah, they seem to do. I guess everybody wants to see what how much they're paying in different parts of the country. That's usually why I watch them. So I wonder how much they're paying in this part, or what kind of ammo they got.
Kind of a weird thing about the segment of DC shorts that I do have is that one's almost 10K, and then the next one's just over 1,000. The following just over 1,000. So people are pretty selective, I guess, at what they're looking at.
My best video is my rock slide unboxing, which was like my first video I kind of put on YouTube. It's got 2.4 thousand views.
My best video is the me calling out cheaper than dirt, doing the ammo price thing where it actually in real time I can show you it was paying like 50 or what was it like $19.99 for a box of 45 ACP, and when you add it to the cart, the price would change to $32. and it got like 29,000 views.
My highest is the process of buying a gun in New York State and CCW, and that's like 19,000.
Laughing at the honking bear.
Which should probably have to be updated now. Probably have to make a new video for that. So with all the once the dust settles on what's going on here, for sure. So
Rob, just some video suggestions for you. I would do one on the new process there for handgun permits. The one on the one you was talking about, and then I would do one on body armor as well. I think those three would be pretty good. Would be pretty big for you.
it's probably good advice. I think you're probably on to something there. Yeah.
And you should probably do some more videos with the lady shooting competition between the two of y'all. I think that would do good. That might get those 4 ideas might get you over 1,000, get you monetized. I mean, I know that's not what your goal is, but
Yeah. What was the last one you were talking about?
you and your significant other shooting.
Oh, okay.
Some more videos with her and because those are really popular. The problem with Victoria is that she's still a child and YouTube automatically censors those. But with your wife being an adult, it's a little bit different.
So what he should do is a competition between him and his wife, and loser has to do dishes.
Yes, that would be hilarious, especially if you lost.
Well, we
And,
already know he loses everything.
well, that's true, but I
Why
mean,
not? Do something like that. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It'd be cool, I guess. You know, in a sense, maybe it would bring other people to check the channel out or something. But
right, exactly. I mean, if
all
she,
in all, I'm not. Yeah, my goal isn't monetization or anything like that. So uh, I've I know myself too well. I don't kiss ass. I don't play ball. I'm toxic to some people. I'm just not good for that.
So I just want to get to the 500 so I can get the community tab so that I can, share other people's, stuff, put out community polls, stuff like that.
Mhm. Right, but I mean, you could do like the whole out when you do get monetized, you can do well. I do it to buy. I just take that what little bit of money that is, and I just stick it back into the channel. I buy something, or so I can review, or buy some ammo or some shit like that. So it just helps added content on it. And if your wife is going to get in, wants to get involved with it, to bring more female viewership to the channel too. That was the whole deal of me having the girls on mine, and then Victoria being really the only one wanting to do it now. Jessica only wants to do it when we go shooting. She just wants to go shooting.
But I don't have, something against people with monetization, so I should put that out there after a statement like my last. You got to clarify everything out here. So, if you're monetized or whatever, that's more. That's all up to you. So, I don't want any damn restrictions. If I feel like saying this or doing that, I don't want to hear monetization problems, all this. I could care less. I make them just because I feel like doing them, or what I mean, in a sense.
Right. I mean, you can still do it though, Rob. You can still put out your one.
What do they really pay? I mean, somebody like me. I mean, practical. I don't have a crap load of it. What am I getting? Like a check for $50 a month or something? Like,
yeah,
I can care less about $50 a month compared to what I want to do. Or I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm not going to regulate myself for $50 freaking dollars, man.
No, that's not. I don't regulate myself either. I mean, the thing is though, is that you'll have videos where they'll tell you yes or no whether they're going to monetize it or not. If you don't care, then you can just say, okay, well, whatever ones that get monetized, they get monetized, and then whatever you set your payout as, that's when they'll send it to you once a month. So if you set it at $50, then you'll get $50. That's $50 for a new red dot, or $50 towards gas,
or
$50 towards a couple boxes of ammo. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I look at it.
I mean, if it could be done like that, I guess I wouldn't care. I mean, if they're gonna make money off it either way, but as long as it doesn't change what I want to do.
No, you can still post. You can
you can choose. Plus, even when you upload, you can personally say, you know what, I don't want to monetize this video.
Right.
And so this way, it wouldn't affect. Like, say hey, I'm doing something, and it would get me demonetized. You could be like, you know what, I'm not going to monetize this video, and then it doesn't count against you.
Right. And basically what they do is they'll allow you to self-monitor yourself, basically. Like when I go in and upload a video, like I did 2 lower receiver videos. They monetized one, and they wouldn't monetize the other one. I appealed it, and they still denied it. I still released the video. I just released something the same day with it, so that it would be monetized to cover for that loss, basically, that I didn't get no money on. Or it'll say it's limited and you only get maybe a nickel 98 out of it. But yeah. And then once yourself, they verify that you're monitoring yourself correctly and you're within their terms of service, you'll be okay. And like I said,
Well, you got to link that through a bank and all that crap too.
Well, if you want to get paid, yeah, they direct deposit it into your account.
I'm out.
So I mean, if you just want
You
to set
could
up,
always get one of those, whatever,
secondary
God
banks.
forbid they can mail somebody a check. God forbid.
they could also you could get one of those, like, what is it? The prepaid credit cards or whatever, the green dot or whatever,
They
and
might
have
do
it,
that.
because you can, and it would be reloadable. As long as it's one of the reloadable cards, you could still have it go to something like that.
I don't know. I think that, for other people, hey, it's whatever. But for me, the money I think would be there. I don't think there's much there. It's not worth the time to me. So, that's just my opinion of it now, and my understanding of what people actually make off these,
Right.
this stuff. So,
Yeah, you're
if
never going to get
talking
rich.
like you're making a living
Right.
off of it, then maybe it'd be worth the time. You know what I mean? But to
Yeah,
have
you
to
got
deal with all that crap,
20
banks and all this shit for chump change every week, and then have to be concerned about what I say when I say it, and if it's going to get approved, and then go back and forth and fight this and fight it. It's a freaking job, man. Like,
well, it is. I probably
it's just not for me. It's for
I mean,
no
I
disrespect.
spend probably 15, 20 hours a week just doing like thumbnails and getting everything, make sure everything's kosher so you get approved, and doing videos. So yeah, it is kind of like a I don't look at it as a job, I look at it as a hobby. Of course, I was doing it before I was getting monetized. And to me, the way I look at it is that I'm working within their system, and they still got to pay me, and I'm still a gun shadow at the end of the day, and I'm using their money to help prop up my channel. It ain't nothing like saying YouTube bought this box of ammo that we're shooting today. That's just me, though. That's the way I look at it. Yeah, but if you get 20,000 subs, and you're getting 5 to 10,000 views on videos, you're making pretty decent money. You're probably not enough to stop your day job, but pretty much enough where your channel's self-sufficient, and you're not paying out of pocket for firearms and accessories.
I don't know. Seems like a lot of my subscribers might be draft dodgers from the numbers of thumbs up I got in my community section over there.
Oh, that's what I was going to go over and look. So you got 645 subscribers, and a lot of people, and trust me, and you only getting like 10% of that view. That's about normal. I just saw that Cat Temptations. Both my cats like the yellow bag, by the way, Rob. You got 30 votes out of it.
I don't even know if I voted in it or not.
Yeah,
I'll have to check it out after we're done here.
By the way, I voted for the M2 because 50 caliber.
There's been an update since that one.
I can tell you one draft dodger you got. The wife subscribed to your channel, and I guarantee you she hasn't paid attention to it.
Maybe she has. She just don't want you to know. It hurts your feelings.
Oh.
Hey, you're not feeding that iguana cat treats, are you?
You did.
No, not feeding the cat treats. You got to keep it hungry so it'll attack. Whether it's guarding the fridge or guarding the yard, you got to keep it hungry.
Well, do we have anything else we want to talk about, or we want to get out of here and we can take this to the back chat?
It's up to you guys, man. You're getting the bill either way.
It's your dime, brother.
Let's do our closing plugs. I see Ozzy just jumped in, but
Rougarou jumped in too.
crap. There's Rougarou. I haven't seen him in forever. He hasn't put out any videos lately. I think he got indicted by the Cajun Mafia.
Maybe there is that guy in there.
So, go ahead, Artak. Plug your channel before we get out of here.
We're still pumping out 3 videos a week for the foreseeable future. Got tons of AR builds coming up to show the completion, I should say. And we got the EAA Gersant's high-power Browning clone coming up. So, yeah, that's what we got coming up.
Knife review.
Yeah, I'm posting. Hopefully, Victoria will get her knife review and Magazine Mondays caught up because we got a whole bunch of those to do as well.
So, I did forget to say hello to Mario, the mechanic Molina. So, welcome and good night. Rob, what do you got going?
Not much. You never know. It's just happens when it happens, you know. Basically, thanks for having me. Thanks for joining us. Remember, don't fall into the Glock brainwashing. Eat a salad, treat your lady right, and don't be a cheap ass.
Says the cheap ass guy.
Yep. Okay.